Listen, guys, I'm hungry, so it's about time we get this plated up. Jets fans know how to cook. That's true to my heart right there.
Whoa! Yeah!
That's the true sizzle reel.
What's up, Jets Nation? Olivia Landis, Nick Mangold, and Ethan Greenberg here inside BetMGM studio, and we are here to bring you a brand new show, Tailgate Center with Nick Mangold. This show is going to focus all season long, every home game, on fans, food, and of course, our very good friend here, Nick Mangold. Thank you so much for doing this with us this year.
Thank you, yay!
Nick, so for fans that don't know, you love cooking, right? And you have, I'm sure, a nice setup at home, but what sparked the love of cooking, and what's maybe your favorite thing to cook and the most challenging thing that you've had to make?
For me, cooking came around when my son was born. I wanted to help out around the house, and so the best way I could help out was helping out in the kitchen. And so I've been doing it for 9 years ever since then, and just really fell in love with it. And so for me, my favorite thing to cook is anything barbecue. You know,
course,
pulled
classic.
pork is fantastic. But then the hardest thing to cook is anything new. Like, for some reason, it's just like, I get scared when I'm like, hey, can we make this? I'm like, I don't know how to make that. So then you got to go through the recipes and everything. So, but it's a lot of fun, and it's really a great time to show creativity.
Do you go through YouTube videos? Like, what's the process of cooking something new? Is it some book? Is it some YouTube?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
Because like when I cook something new, I have to see it in video form before I can digest it in written form.
Usually I just read the recipe and then hope for the best.
Practice makes perfect, right?
Secret to success.
Yes. Just hope for the best.
Nick, we also mentioned the fan base, and you are notoriously known for being very engaged with the fan base. You're a fan favorite. Why was that always important to you, even after retirement, to stay connected with the fans?
That's just because I tricked them all. But no, it was great. I got a great reception from the fans when I first got here through my playing years. And it gives me an opportunity to give back. You know, they're so passionate and they're so excited about Jets and everything that surrounds this team, to give them an opportunity to showcase what they do. You know, there's so many tailgates, you see them as you drive in, and to give those fans an opportunity to you know, really show themselves is a lot of fun for me.
Well, actually, you mentioned tailgate. Something that you did last year, you were able to coordinate with some of the fans with tailgate battles. What was one of the craziest tailgates you've ever been to?
I'm going to chime in and say the pizza oven was crazy.
That was crazy. I remember that one.
You stole my answer.
I'm sorry.
You stole his
Great
answer.
minds think alike here.
That was crazy. So we walk up there, and he goes, all right, we're going to make a buffalo chicken pizza, because we were playing Buffalo that week. And I was like, all right, great. You know, are you going to do it on the grill or something? He goes, no, I got this pizza oven over here. And I was like, a pizza oven? He goes, yeah, 800 degrees. It'll be done in 30 seconds. Whew, this is amazing.
In addition to learning more about Nick, what he does on the grill, we're also going to be hearing from the Jets players themselves. Right now, let's hear from outside linebacker Jordan Jenkins.
For my tailgate, of course you got to have a couple of steaks, you know, 2 steaks that are of high quality for you and maybe a significant other, and then the rest you get from like maybe lower grade steaks, like you get the butcher shop steaks for yourself, then you get like, you go to like a local grocery and get the steak for everybody else. Then you got to have some mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese. You know, my sister makes it pretty good. Some baked beans. So have a bunch of hot dogs. You know, might have a little bit of lobster tails, some shrimp, and then maybe even some crab in there too. You know, we have the margaritas ready for everybody. We have a couple brewskis for the boys. Of course, we gotta have a couple Long Island iced teas to get the day started. Get the fans all riled up.
Now joined by somebody whose voice is synonymous with New York Jets football. That, of course, play-by-play analyst Marty Lyons, who, of course, part of the New York Sack Exchange. Marty, thanks, of course, for joining us today.
My pleasure, Ethan.
So, Marty, I have to know, somebody that went to Alabama, spent your career in New York, give me the biggest differences in the tailgates between Alabama and New York.
Well, the biggest difference is in college football, they get there on a Friday. They set up their RVs. They set up their barbecue grills. If they're cooking ribs or if they're cooking a Boston butt, they're going to start cooking it on a Friday, and they're going to smoke it down for about 14, 16 hours. With the New York Jets fans, they get there as early as possible, as soon as the gates open, but they don't have the time that's required to cook a Boston butt or ribs as long as they should. So maybe they boil them the day before, throw them on the grill, let them cook for 4 hours. They're still going to taste good, though.
Marty, when or if you ever now get a chance to tailgate yourself, since you're not playing anymore, what are you bringing to the tailgate? We have to know.
Ooh.
Well, Olivia, good question, but I barbecue year round. And, you know, when it snows out here, I cut a path from the back door all the way to the grill so I can grill year round. I like to do the Boston butts. I like to do the ribs. I like to cook over a slow fire.
It sounds like Nick might have a little bit of competition.
Yeah.
Actually, I just want to go over it.
Nick definitely had some competition, you know. I owned my own barbecue place when I was playing down in Alabama. It was called the Bronze Pig. And what we used to do is we used to cook about 15 to 20 Boston butts every morning, and we had a 5-gallon bucket with the seasoning and the apple vinegar. Every hour we plunge them in there, seal the meat, come down, smoke them. And at the top of the smoker, we had a fan that would blow the smoke out into the small town of Demopolis, and we'd sell out every day.
All I can say is you're making all of us hungry inside this studio. But thank you so much for some of your tailgate insight. We appreciate your time, Marty.
My pleasure.
Represent the Jets in the EA Madden 21 Club Championship for a chance to win exciting prizes. Sign up by September 28th at nyjets.com/Madden.
Here we go, boys! You are not alone!
Let's go, boys! It's game time!
Let's go, guys! This is what we've been practicing for! Let's go!
Get us the W. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go, Jets! Let's get them!
Now get out there and let's go!
J-E-T-S! Jets! It's time for takeoff!
For this show, we're going to highlight one fan every week. For this week, we have Frank West, who is a member of the New York Jets Fan Hall of Fame. Let's go see what Frank has to say.
This time of the year, it means two things, football and figs. Because right around the time football starts, that's when we start getting our ripe figs. As you can see, I like to surround myself with a lot of green. Green makes everything good. This year I probably produced between 100 and 200 pounds of cucumbers, which then get turned into all forms of pickles, pickle spears, pickle halves, pickled onions, or jalapenos. I get plenty of those. Pickle them up. I make pickled chips to put on sandwiches. So yeah, I generally grow my vegetables all summer long and then pickle and prepare. I make hot sauces. I get everything ready for football season. Just listen to this magical sound that green wind chimes make. That's just beautiful, peaceful, relaxing. It's like going to a Jet game.
Hey Frank, how you doing? It's good to see you. How's things been through all this?
It's all right, Nick. A little bit better now. July was rough. I ended up catching Corona back in the end of June, beginning of July.
Well, it's good to see you doing well. Hopefully the family is all doing well.
Hopefully football season is going to bring a little more normalcy back to life.
Exactly. Now, I know that you do an amazing spread for tailgates and for all the home games. And actually, we were together for one on Snap Judgment. Give me your rundown with me and PK crashing your tailgate and giving a little judgment.
Well, for one, you tarnished my perfect record. That was my first cooking competition loss. But other than that, it was a good time. I mean, you guys came out, you know, the crowd went crazy because I didn't tell anybody you were coming. It was a good time until you picked the missus over me for the Snapchat. I mean, she likes to walk around in that jersey that you gave her. It like taunts me a little bit.
Listen, I didn't want to do it to you, but you know, it's tough to judge, especially when the competition's within the family. Coming into this, we got San Fran coming up. Super excited about it. Do you have a prediction for how this game's going to go?
Jets, 73-2. We're going to take a safety at the end of the game just to kill the clock. That's pretty much the way it's going to go down.
I love it. I love it. I love that excitement. What's your thoughts for this home gating that we're going to have to do for our first home game?
Well, the biggest problem is I have to teach myself how to cook again for like smaller numbers. I mean, normally I'm making everything 10, 20, 30 pounds at a time to feed hundreds of hungry Jet fans in the parking lot.
Can you give us just a little taste of what we got coming this Sunday for those of us that want to, salivate while staring at a screen?
It could be some Mexican food on the menu, maybe some tacos, hard, soft, pork, chicken. Put a little spread out so even the family can choose what they want. And the figs are all starting to come ripe now. Put a little sugar on them and brulee them up real nice. A little sweet little snack that's not too unhealthy. It's mostly fruit.
So listen, every good tailgate, I want to give you a little something. I think you need a little extra barbecue sauce for it. And luckily, just for you, I have my barbecue sauce, 74 barbecue right here. It's the OG spicy. It's going to go delicious with that. So I'm going to pass it over to you. You can have that.
All right, thanks, Nick.
Enjoy it. I think it's going to go great with the pickles. You get the spicy and get the cool pickles. It's going to be a nice compliment for your home gate. Listen, Frank, I really appreciate you taking the time. I know it's weird in this world. I'd rather be with you over a grill. But honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you coming on and having a little chat as we get ready for the 49ers this week.
Oh, I can't wait. All I have to say is Jets, 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 Jets. Super Bowl, baby.
That's the spirit. I love it. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. This season, Pepsi is going live to upgrade your football watching experience. Go to madefornyfootballwatching.com for rules to learn more. Pepsi is the official soft drink of the New York Jets.
Take a look here, the Together Like Never Before campaign. Fans, keep your photos coming. We missed you guys. We love seeing all these photos. You can submit your photos for the next home game in a couple weeks at nyjets.com/fans.
Those photos look fantastic.
Look fantastic. See what I did there? All right, so Nick, it is the home opener. No fans in the stands, but I'm curious, what's the atmosphere like as a player when it's the home opener? Because I would imagine you guys get pretty juiced up for a game like this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, coming into the start of a season, the home opener, it's something special about it because you're kicking off that year where you want to do big and great things, and it all starts at home. And so it is going to be different this year without fans in the stands because it's going to feel a little odd. But, I know those guys are still excited, pumped to be, where they know everything. They know where the locker room is. They know where the field, how to get there, and the whole kit and caboodle. So they'll be excited.
When you were still playing, I'm curious, what were some of the most crazy emotions you felt? Were you ever scared for the home opener, or was it just crazy excitement? Because I can't even imagine being a player having your first home opener and the amount of, like you said, juice that the fans give you guys.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that home opener because it's the kickoff of the season. You've gone from January, February, all the way through till now September when you're coming out of that tunnel. You haven't heard the fans roaring like they do. And you were always juiced up. And it was something that was really exciting because the fans are excited, you're excited, coaches are excited, everyone at home's excited. So it's just one of those things where it's a home opener. It's special.
Yeah.
So now that you're on the other side, we have to wrap up the show with this. No fans in the stands, so fans, anybody watching the games will all have a home gate, right? Not a tailgate, but a home gate. Mm-hmm. So give us your spread, Nick.
Ooh.
What's happening?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one.
Oh, and then I have a follow-up question. I got a good one.
No, so I think for the first home gate, we'll probably do chili. I like that. Football and chili seem to go hand in hand. And since I'll be at home and I'll be able to, let it go all day, it's definitely going to be chili.
Okay. I have a follow-up question. It's a debate that Olivia and I have.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I think she knows where I'm going with this.
Tiebreaker?
What's your take on pigs in a blanket?
Oh, huge fan.
Yes! Let's go!
No, Nick.
No?
You just lost brownie points. I can't believe it.
No, he just gained.
Come on.
He gained a lot of brownie
How do
points
you
on
not
this
love it?
side.
It's puff pastry. It's
It's
hot dog.
It's a very much hate relationship for me.
Why though?
With pigs in a blanket. You know, I just think they're trying to be hot dogs and they're not. They're
A little bit of
coming
spicy-
up short.
Spicy mustard?
Spicy mustard dip.
No,
Ah.
no.
See, this is
not
why
for
we
me.
this is why we bring Nick here because he
To
knows
settle
what
the
he's
great
talking about.
debate.
Okay. All right, that's all we have here on the first episode of Tailgate Center with this guy right here, Nick Mangold. Next time we see you, primetime week 4 against the Denver Broncos.